50 for the forehead. Particularly when someone's had really dry skin and you get a lot of flaking after the first treatment, you can just see how the infusion immediately hydrates that area if you're using the high hyaluronic acid. Really plumping up that skin. Again, back down to about 47. And just for a change, I'm just going to go on a different angle than what we did on the first treatment. Again, the most important thing being that we do the treatment systematically. We get all the areas. Back up to 46, 47 for the chin. Always keeping that one perpendicular to the face. Or at 90 degrees. Right. Now we don't have to do the twisting method on this one, you can if you like, or we can just go. Okay. Now, what we like to do is a third treatment, or a third pass, and this is where I'm going to use the silk tip, and this is where we do the polishing. So I simply take this off here, and we put the silk tip on. We get ourselves a little container. And in this case we're going to use a hyaluron serum that we're going to dip the silk tip into. Let's put a little bit of that into there. Now this is a very quick treatment that we like to do, and we dip the tip into the end. Now it's very important not to have the machine on when you're dipping that into there, because otherwise it'll just suck all of that hyaluron up through into the system, which isn't bad for the system, you just lose all your hyaluron. So around 43, this doesn't need to be a very intense treatment, it's a very quick treatment, and you can see just nicely superficially hydrates, because with our infusion treatment we have hydrated into the dermis, but now we just want some superficial hyaluron for the epidermis. And this polishing effect feels very nice. And that's the end of the treatment section. So we just turn that off there. We take our tip off there. Just wrap it there. And always turn the bag. Always turn the bag over so it doesn't keep draining. So it doesn't keep draining out. Okay. Now, then what we need to do is we've got our tips that we've used today. Simply place them in there, which will get ready for some disinfection in a moment. So now, just to finish off the treatment, what we like to do is just get some ice water. You can pick that up there. That we get some fibrella. Dip it in the ice water. If you want to see that, dip it in the ice water. Dip it in the ice water and squeeze it out a little bit. And then we soothe the area. Just hold it on. Does that feel nice? Because you can feel the heat in her skin there from the treatment. You can use ice packs or anything for this stage, but this is just the nicest because the fibrella just molds around the face and it's nice and soft.
Sorry, could you do that again for me? Because I just lost the camera there for a second.
Okay.
Sorry, just the fibrella, just the comment about the fibrella molding around the face.
No. Second. So you can use ice packs or anything for this, but I find the fibrella is just the best because it's soft and it just molds around the face. It's very nice for the client. Okay, and then we just use, what we like to use is, let's pat that down. A little bit of Defy Damage by Butte Pacific. We don't need to use too much. And we're done. Thank you very much, Trish. Okay. So now we're coming to the disinfection part of the treatment. We have our tips that we previously used during the treatment, both the aqua and the silk one. What we need to do first of all is we have an enzymatic soak, which is used to basically destroy any enzymes or anything left on the, or debris left on the treatment tips. This will break down any of that. So we just need a little bit of that in there. And this only really needs to soak in there for 2 to 5 minutes. Okay, so after we've soaked this for about 2 to 5 minutes, we need to wash the tips thoroughly. Always remember to use gloves with the enzymatic soak because it's not good to get on your hands. So after we've washed out the enzymatic soak thoroughly, we then put it in a hospital grade disinfectant for whatever the recommended protocols are for the disinfectant that you're using. And after that, wash the disinfectant out again, and it's ready for use. Okay, so for cleaning of the canister, when we pull this off again, don't just yank it off, just simply lightly pull it off and twist. Now we have this whole section here. Now what we want to do is clean out the canister, and this is very easy to do. You simply pull that out, and we have the canister separate, which can be taken to the sink and then disposed of. So, but for now, we'll leave it there. You can also run through disinfectant or hot water through the tubing to disinfect the tubing. But as this